Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back reacting to another episode of The Wheel of Time. This is episode 6. It is called The Flame of Tar Valon. Before we jump into this, please consider leaving a like on the video. It means a lot to me. Helps my channel out a lot. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Stick around to see if you're interested in any other shows that I'm watching. Ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut reaction to this episode, consider supporting me on Patreon. I post all my full uncut reactions over there. On Patreon, you can also become a super supporter and get featured in every single one of my videos. But what happened last time? So last time we had kind of all of our crew kind of making their way to the White City and, starting to get connected a little bit. We had Perrin and Egwene traveling with their little troop of pacifists and got taken captive by the White Cloaks and kind of tortured a little bit. Egwene was able to, I think, channel without using her hands. I guess she freed Perrin. In the scene, at least when I was watching it, it wasn't that obvious that she was the one that freed him. You know, it kind of looked like he could have done it himself with his like wolf powers, but I guess it was her, which lends to the idea that she's a lot better at channeling than I thought she might be. And so she frees the both of them. I don't know if they killed Valda or not, but Perrin's wolf friends came and just like massacred this camp, and they escaped. Hopefully they can make it into the White City and see their friends. Rand and Matt, they had an adventure. Matt is struggling hard with this dagger corrupting him, and they kind of made this pact together that, you know, if either of them go mad from channeling, that they'll I assume the promise was like they'll kill each other, right? Because they're like, I don't want to be in a cage, so like end my life if I go mad type thing. And then they connected with Nynaeve, who was already in the White City with Moiraine and Lan. And so hopefully now that they're kind of all coming together, they can, formulate a little bit of a plan and kind of figure out what's going to happen next. But then the real emotional kind of like kicker heartbreak part of the episode involved a few of the warders. So I forgot his name, but his Aes Sedai died in the previous episode, and he was just kind of like on a hyper depressing pilgrimage to bring her ring back to the city, and then he ended his own life. And there's just this really beautiful scene at the end with Lan being like the designated mourner, which is kind of like, it's a cultural thing in a lot of like Eastern nations, where they designate one person to kind of take all that grief upon them. I guess a lot of book people were not super stoked about that because Lan is like this like stoic character, but I think it felt super well earned, and I liked it a lot. So far, I friggin' love this show. I think this show is fantastic. The only thing that I don't like about this show is all of the freaking like book purists that are in my comments. Like 95% of you are fantastic. Like if you read the books, you're probably either happy or upset at the changes that the show is making. That's okay. But if you are coming into my videos trying to convince me and other people that the show is trash because some things got changed that you don't like you're the worst kind of fan. Like, you're not a fan, you're a gatekeeping butthole, and I don't like you. Like, I've kind of made the decision that, like, if you come to my videos, like, you can say, hey, I don't like the show, I don't like this change, whatever. But if you come in and you're like, this show sucks, it's trash, someone was like, Robert Jordan would be spinning in his grave. It's like, dude, stop trying to convince other people to dislike something just because you don't like it. Like, you suck. If I see those comments, you're just getting blocked. That's just the way it's going to be. I really enjoy the show. and I don't enjoy people trying to like gaslight me into not liking the show. Okay, so that's just the way it's gonna be. I do plan, once I'm like at the end of the season, I plan on like reading or listening to the books up until that point, just so I can kind of get that other perspective, honestly, of like what else, like what happened, what did I miss, things like that. I don't want to read ahead or anything like that because I don't want to know what happens. But yeah, I think that's all I got to say. So hopefully I didn't alienate too many of you with that little rant there. But yeah, I'm excited to jump into episode 6. I like this show a lot, so let's jump into it. Who does man be?
Up you get, Swan.
Susan! What? I thought Susan was an adult. Is this in the past?
Aye.
Unless Susan's just like a 12-year-old. Also, I'm aware her name is not Susan. For those people that I can already tell are going to be upset in the comments, I just think it's funny to call her Susan. Oh, Susan. Channeling. What is she doing? Is she healing him, tying the knots, untying the knots? He's struggling in his old age. Oh no, someone must have saw. And they burned down their hut? Bruh. The symbol of a dragon fang?
When can I come home?
Probably never. Yeah, go to that white tower.
When it's safe in Tyr.
Come with me, Papa.
Lass, I no more do that than a fish could touch the moon.
Fish touch the moon's reflection every night.
Yeah, they touch the moon in Avatar.
See?
My girlfriend turned into the moon.
Bloody clever for this place.
That's rough, man.
I don't belong there.
Well, you're gonna be in charge of it, so deal with it.
Swan.
So her name is Swan, but I'm sticking with
I wanna
Susan.
do great things.
Susan Sanche.
Daughter of the river.
Daughter of the
Clever as a pike.
Oh, hello, Moiraine.
Attend you all.
You're all dressed up.
The Amelin seat.
The Amerlin seat. Is this a grown-up Susan? Fancy. Got a gold cloak. Or a white one, maybe. Looks goldish, brownish. It's definitely grown-up Susan. They're like in awe of her. At least Moiraine is looks slightly taken aback. Like she lost her breath.
You are weak. Weaker than you have ever been. 100 years ago, even then, and even your little parade showing off your prize. You know what people will remember?
Him in the cage.
They will remember that one man fought against 9 women, 9 mighty Aes Sedai.
Killed them all, pretty much.
I still stay.
I am not so easily fooled. If it's the release of death you seek,
Oh, is that
you won't find it here.
trying to provoke them into killing him?
Foulness you spill.
That makes sense. He's probably like hyper depressed now that he can't channel anymore.
Please kill me. I beg you. No. Kill me.
They have therapists?
I beg you.
You know, maybe... Is there a Aes Sedai psychiatric ward? try and help him through that, maybe? I don't know.
Leandrin made the right choice.
Did she?
We all did.
I don't know.
Our lords don't exist to protect our lives, our comforts. They exist
Dang,
to
man.
protect our people from us.
Susan, the benevolent leader.
Leandrin, when Karenni fell,
Yo, that dog needs to shut up.
before
You don't care about the girl.
Okay, you didn't need to mention her. Moiraine wanted that a secret.
Then we found. And yet Moiraine said nothing of the girl's skills. We knew nothing.
Yeah, because she's a spy.
Unless you're suggesting the Amelin does not wish to question Moiraine because Mother was once blue herself.
Ooh, trying to throw some bias? You suck. I don't like you.
Moiraine, what is the purpose of your travel?
What if she doesn't tell her? Do they gentle her?
I cannot say. You dare to challenge me?
It's hella important, man.
Perhaps it... Lady Moiraine Damodred. Then breed
Using her
contempt
government name.
for those you consider beneath you. Outside this...
Calling her pretentious.
Do as you please. Depart now in the light.
Freaking Leandrin is like, I don't want to be the only one punished. Moiraine forgot to do the dishes. Why am I getting yelled at? Hey, Leandrin, you a bitch.
What? Oh.
Throwing her under the bus.
Thank you for saying what you did. Tomorrow your reckoning comes.
What are they gonna do? She's like, I'm a spy. I don't need to reveal my spycraft intelligence in front of the whole government. You know, you wanna meet with me one-on-one, I'll tell you my secrets, but I don't know if this dumb red lady needs to know.
Do not come up, no matter what you hear.
There's gonna be some screaming. She's gonna suck the demon out of this boy. It's the last thing she does.
Gawain, Perrin, are they here?
I have watchers. I'll know when they arrive.
She ain't telling you though. She's like, you're gonna be the last one to find out. Can she tell? Oh yeah, she knows. She knows it's the knife.
Stupid boy. You took this from Shadalagor. Hold him down! Both of you!
Ooh, there's some... She's angry. Ooh. Okay, put it back in the knife. It's corrupting her channeling. Oh, is she just gonna eat that? Oh, his hand. Oh, it's trying to go in her mouth, and she's like, nah, fam. Go back to your home! Now, dig a really deep hole and bury that knife where no one can ever find it. I'm kind of glad they didn't let that carry on too long.
I've healed him of his connection to the dagger, but it was feeding off the darkness in him as much as he was of it. If he touches it again,
He'll explode. Like a balloon.
if wisdom is the title you claim,
You could use some wisdom.
I suggest you start using some.
Yeah. Love it, Moiraine. Nynaeve thinks she's hot shit because she healed everybody. Needs a little bit of humble pie. Oh, that's a booby. That chick's hanging and swanging. Oi. Oi, vey. I need to see boobies right now. Trying to watch a television show. So, shawty, take me out to dinner.
In the tower like the rest of us. I've been on the road. Ships are disappearing off the west coast. Aiel have been spotted this side of the spine.
Aiel, that's
Rivers.
Rand.
And ice.
Perrin and Egwene. What's up, shawty?
But I have it on good authority that they're alive.
Yeah, your own authority. You so sneaky, Moiraine.
His eyes. When Valor was torturing him, they went golden. Like a wolf's.
Did anything else unusual happen?
Yeah, a pack of wolves came and ate everybody. He's a
I wasn't
werewolf.
afraid of them. It's like they
We're
they
friends.
listened to
To
him.
no one.
Yeah, you shut up.
There are many in the city eyes behind.
Yo, she's probably so exhausted. She's like, I'm trying to not get my head cut off in this stupid tower, and all you guys keep dealing with shenanigans. Like, can you all just sit down and do what I say? Masked their
Can't
bond.
save you, Moiraine.
What does that mean? Like she
I can't protect you
temporarily
if I can't feel you.
severed the connection, even so he didn't know where she was?
That's fast.
What is that? Is it painting? Is that her in the painting? Did someone paint that of her? Like someone she cares about? Ooh, is it a secret portal? It's a magic iPad. Just gonna FaceTime someone right now. It's a door. You going to talk to God? Oh, Susan. Are you guys like lovers? That'd be pretty cute.
What were you thinking? A seat.
Okay, but you guys are gonna suck face right now. Mwah. Come on. Do it. Do it. Victory. Okay, so they have they're down to clown. And she just has to pretend to be like mean to her. It's like when a kid bullies you on the playground, it's because he likes you.
On your knees.
Ooh. That's some kinky stuff right there. Susan. Dang, girl.
Why? But only for the right age. And Annie's too old. But how can we discount her power?
Is it 5 potential dragons, or is like the dragon just so powerful that like their like residual power is making it seem like the others could be, just because they were in like close proximity? So is this, I'm guessing, is this like an actual
If it's one dragon or
hut
5,
on the river, or is this like a magical construct?
every prophecy is the same. The dragon will either defeat the Dark One or join him.
I'll kill them myself before I let him up.
Good.
Smart. Smart. Doing what needs to be done, baby.
Barely clinging to his power but getting stronger every day.
Okay.
We can destroy him. If we go now, we have the advantage. We know where he is.
Maybe no.
Take them all. We'd be sentencing the other.
MacCawthon. Is that his name, yes?
Girl,
Same boy you visited.
get out of here.
Bless him, yesterday.
Moraine's trying to be more
Juliana would
social.
love to understand that connection.
Picking up strangers along the way.
Man you meet in North Harbor. Walk away. Never mention this again. Or I will tell your red sisters where he lives. We both know what they'll do to him.
Ooh.
What should I expect?
She's like, I know your secrets, ho. I know where your boyfriend lives.
Isn't that confusing?
What? Because the
To have
title of the
the
person
woman
and
at
the
throne mean the same
throne?
thing.
Yeah.
Feel free to ask her. The Amelin seat is Nynaeve.
Hey, shawty.
Logain.
What it do?
But the Amelin's expecting us. Let her wait. Swan Sanche waits for only one woman.
Her.
And it's not you.
Two very different personalities.
Am I not what you expected?
No, she just doesn't like you because you're
I'm told you're the most
the
powerful
top dog
champion
on the
1,000
institution she hates.
Nynaeve Almira.
Then you must have very low standards.
Oh, feisty.
But the truth is, the two of you have been called to greatness. The fate of all of us rests on you now. On the decisions you make.
Don't talk
She's
to me
just
like you
staring
know
at her
me.
chin.
We want no part of this.
I think Egwene might be a little more open to the possibility.
So what do we need to do?
Yeah, Egwene's hella on board. You need to join this magic school and shovel poop until they deem you're ready to level up. So they're kicking her out of the city so that she can continue to do her work. What does that mean for her little band of misfits? Are they gonna come with her? Because presumably, like, Egwene and Nynaeve are gonna join Team Magic Sisters. This remind you of last night, girl? Very different setting, but a similar position.
I have made my judgment. For your disobedience and intractability, you are exiled from this town.
Is this a magic stick? Where if you swear on this stick and you break it, you die.
By the light and the hope of my salvation, I, Moiraine Siuan, do swear to honor and obey Swan Sanche, daughter of the river, clever as a pike, strong as the tides.
That's what her dad said to her.
Return until she calls me home.
So this is like a magically binding contract. Gotta be separated from the one you love until she's like, the task is done, time to come home. Ooh, they all turn their back on her. That's devastating. This is probably like a super devastating thing, but like, I think in the end it's like helping her accomplish what she needs to do. So what is she gonna do? Is she gonna travel alone now? She found the dragon. Are they supposed to meet her somewhere now? I mean, she did ask if Matt was strong enough to ride, so presumably that means he's gonna be going somewhere. It's her little band of misfits here at the bookshelf stoppers. Those look like the weights you put on the end of a stack of books to make sure they don't tip over. I bet someone's probably designed some bookshelf stoppers that look exactly like that.
Thank you for honoring your promise.
Hey, yo, Shawty, what's up? How is that horse strong enough to support
Are
you?
you alone?
Hey. Hello, friends. Where's the rest of the gang? Is this a fancy portal? Hey, gang? Squad's all here. Oh, Perrin looks happy. He's like, my friends. He's stoked that he's not being tortured and alone.
You look like shit.
You look better than yesterday.
At least I wasn't stupid enough to steal an evil dagger.
Got him. Nice, Perrin. They oh, this must be some portal. It's our fancy magic door.
But none of us will follow you blindly. Not without answers to our questions.
Nynaeve, just chill, all right?
But you don't know who the dragon is.
It's you, buddy. I think that's fairly obvious at this point. She can't lie.
What about whoever's not the dragon?
Sucks to suck, I guess. You all get smoked.
We cannot know for certain until that moment comes.
Interesting wording. Diagonally. Ooh. This is on the promo images. This is where she was. All right, everybody go through the door. Ooh, this is a little 3 triangles together.
The wheel weaves as the wheel wills.
I guess. It's pretty spooky though. I thought that was that was the Star Wars music. The Imperial March. Dun, 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 dun. But no, it's not. Yo, you guys should maybe like stick close to her.
Matt!
Matt!
What are you doing?
Brava.
Come on, Matt!
The gate's closing!
Matt's not through!
Is he not gonna go? Matt is like, nah, fam. Not about that life. Okay. So, as much as the first 5 episodes were like top tier good stuff, I feel like right here is like it's giving me the vibe of like, okay, this is where the story starts now. Like we're done playing around. This is the real deal. Entering phase 1. You know, this is this is phase 1 of the MCU is over now. Now we are going to enter into the Infinity Saga. Okay, right off the bat, we get a little bit of young Susan, young Swan. She has to abandon her father, who presumably he probably dies, right? Like, because his livelihood was fishing and he was losing his ability to do that stuff. So presumably, like, he, without help, no boat to catch fish, no hut to live in, you know, I assume he would die. And he's like, yo, you're gonna have to go hang out with the White Tower people. And she doesn't want to go. And yeah, she doesn't want to go to the White Tower. Like, she doesn't want to abandon her dad. But like, I guess according to the trivia, channeling is illegal in her hometown, so she's gotta bail. Like, someone knows, like, they burned her hut down, so they know she can do that stuff, so she's gotta leave. I assume whoever did that is not gonna be nice to her dad. And then she rises through the ranks over an undetermined amount of time to become like top dog. Like, she didn't want to go, and then now she's like the top woman. So she might have some like inkling of how Nynaeve is feeling. Nynaeve thinks she's better than all these people. She's like, I don't trust you. Like, she's holding on to this bitterness because her mentor was turned away for some reason. But yeah, then we pick up with like the start of this trial. Like that was the plan originally, was to bring Logain for a trial and figure out like what to do with him after that. I assume probably like they still would have ended up like gentling him, but like the fact that the Liandrin and the Reds kind of like circumvented that process is the issue. Like, they took it upon themselves to like, they knew that she wouldn't be pleased that they went around her orders. Like, she's top dog, you got to follow that protocol, and them kind of intentionally skirting that is just like it's an open sign of disrespect, definitely. And judging by all the politics that are happening, kind of seems to lend to the idea that they are going to maybe make some moves to maybe remove her or vote someone else in. Do they vote, or is it just like purely like power? Like, do they fight for it? I don't know. And they bring him in, and they're gonna try and give him a trial, and he's like, nah. Because they talked about how like this not being able to channel is like so depressing that the people often kill themselves, right? So he obviously unable to when he's like chained up. I think like they would have prevented it at least. And so he's like, okay, maybe if I just insult these people so much, they'll kill me. But she sees through what he's trying to do, and she provides him with arguably like a worse thing. She's like, you're gonna be a prisoner for life, and you're just gonna slowly go insane, and that's just the way it's gonna be. Like, you don't get to die. And part of that is probably like, you know, don't want to just kill this dude, but it's like more cruel to make him live through his insanity. And that might be like some revenge for killing their sister. And so like they like broke the law, like according to the trivia, to like gentle him without bringing him here first. And since it was Liandrin's decision, she's getting in trouble, but she's so petty and like vindictive that she's like, I'm not gonna just let this slide. I'm gonna throw Moiraine under the bus as well. And is essentially like, you know, tell her, you know, why don't you, you're being all sneaky. Why aren't you here all the time like the rest of us? Tell her what you're doing. You know, why are you hanging out with these teenagers? They're not teenagers. Why are you hanging out with these little millennials? And she asks her, and she's like, I can't tell you that. I'm not gonna. Oh, okay. General trivia tells a little bit about the colors. Brown Aja are known for being the librarians of the Aes Sedai, always researching and on the quest for knowledge. Gray Aja are the meditators and most aware of the law. They were the ones that kind of almost looked like the security guards, like they were dragging him in, I think. Sent to rulers as political advisors. And white are the people that are like, you know, F all that noise. I want to study philosophy. But yeah, it's probably like a super sign of like disrespect, right? Of Moiraine actively being like, I can't tell you what I do, because she's a spy. And partly like they have to like play up this like adversarial thing because they're secretly in love and have their own like side mission going on. to defeat the dragon and find defeat the Dark One and find the dragon. And that's because they were both present for a vision of the dragon being born, so they knew how old this person would be, right? Like they're the only two that know. And so they got to be hella secretive. They're both blues, and they're like, we're spies. We can't tell anybody. And so like she has to publicly be like, hey, I can't tell you. Ooh, okay. And one of the moments that I picked up on when they brought up her old, the Amerlin's old color, when she was like, she's a blue, she used to be a blue, is straight up like disrespect and being like, you know, you don't speak for all of us. You're, you know, you're biased, and challenging her authority. So like there's some real political stuff going down here, and like lots of secrets and things, you know, putting up facades and undermining each other. And it's like, it's I think Logain might be right. These people are, I mean, in terms of like raw power, they might be as strong as they were, but like in terms of the structure of this, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Institution? Like the power of the institution of the Aes Sedai is like, it seems very weak. Like any one of these people can knock one of the legs out and take this whole tower down. And it seems like at least Liandrin is sowing some distrust among the people on purpose. Good things that happened. We had Moiraine taking that darkness out of Matt, so he's like healthy, but then he didn't go with them at the end because she was like, there's darkness already inside him that it was feeding off of, so I wonder what that could mean. And she gets mad at Nynaeve because she's like, yo, you knew they were here and you didn't say anything? Like, use your stinking head. Like, you think you're so cool, like, and powerful. Like, you don't trust me, I get it, but your own pride could have gotten your friend killed. Like, use your head, Nynaeve. I mean, Nynaeve is probably great. She's probably a really great character, but like, she's early on, she's really getting on my nerves, and it'll probably be satisfying to see her start to trust Moiraine. And maybe she's a tiny bit like adversarial because Lan and Moiraine have this connection, and she's kind of into Lan, and maybe she sees that as a little bit of a threat. I don't know. But she just seems like she hates like the very concept of the Aes Sedai because her previous wisdom mentor was seemingly for whatever reason turned away from them and died. Like the journey or whatever was rough and not good. And so she just like hates the whole institution. She's very like adversarial about it. So she's kind of getting on my nerves. But yeah, there's lots of stuff going on amongst all these freaking people. No one trusts each other. Everyone's being mean to each other, undermining each other. It's insane. Moiraine finds Perrin and Egwene and learns a little bit about what went down with them, and she hears about Perrin being a straight up werewolf, and she's like, yo. Immediately she's like, shut your freaking mouth. Don't tell anybody. Like, this is some serious juju. You know, he would be killed immediately if anyone knew what was going on. So there's some like secret ancient stuff going down, not necessarily dragon stuff, werewolf stuff, but like it's like a common knowledge type thing amongst at least the Aes Sedai, where like they treat that as a threat or like a impurity or something. I don't know. But then Moiraine opens her like secret portal and goes to hang out with her girlfriend. And then that's where the facade is dropped, and we learn that these two are like an item, and they're like tag teaming, and this has been like a real long con, and they're like real flirty and and sassy with each other, and they're like the part where she's like on your knees. It's like, ooh, okay, we're getting dirty. Like, oh man. But then yeah, Moiraine is gonna be on trial, and so she tasks the Ogier with getting at least some of these kids to a pre-designated portal, because she knew she was going to be exiled, which is a rough thing, but part of the plan. And then she takes Egwene and Nynaeve to meet the Amarylline Seat and essentially be like, these are your new recruits. Like, these people are real strong and they're gonna be joining the team. So like, maybe accept them into college when they apply, type thing. And Egwene is very much like, what do we do? Okay. Like, I'm very just like, I'm here, whatever you need, I got it. Let's do this thing. And Nynaeve just refuses to let go of this like bitterness that she holds on to. And she's like, I hate all of you. Like, she thinks she's better than them. And she's like, we don't want any part of this. Like, you're disgusting. And the Amarylline Seat's like, girl, the wheel does not give a shiz what you want. like it's gonna do its thing whether or not you want to be part of it or not. Like, just might as well just embrace the river, after that's a big thing of the wisdoms or whatever in their little town, is like, just let the river carry you. And Nynaeve is very much fighting against the river, in my opinion. And then Moiraine is exiled, and she has to swear upon this magic rod, which makes it like, if she goes against that, she like dies, or the madness takes her, or something like that. And she uses words that Siuan's dad said to her, like when she was leaving. So that's like a sneaky connection, and there was some cleverness, I think, thrown into that oath. They said, I shall never come back until you call me home. And it's like, okay, well, since you guys are like dating, presumably she'll call you home when the time is right. I mean, but this is also like a goodbye for them, which sucks. And like, literally all her sisters like turn their back on her, like, you're no longer part of us, type thing, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, then the end of this episode is her essentially kind of coming clean a little bit to them, being like, yo, if you guys don't come with me and finish the job that one of you started previously, the world's effed. Like, you guys are all mad because your little town burned down. Think of the whole world smoldering. Like, that, you need to get over yourselves and do your damn job. like she's like, this is serious stuff. Like, you guys need to quit being little babies. Stares at Nynaeve. like you indignant little punks. Like, do what needs to be done. Like, she's been on the road for like 20 years because it's that important, and they are like, we don't trust you. It's like, wow. But yeah, then they open this magic wormhole. They're gonna travel to the Eye of the World, which is the name of the first book, I guess. And then Matt is like, nah, fam, I'm gonna stay here. And so I don't know what's gonna happen with him. What's he gonna do? Like, is he just gonna travel alone? Is he gonna join a secret band of misfits? Was he instructed previously to, stay behind? I don't know what's going on. Is it the evil darkness inside him? Is he gonna go find that dagger again? Because they never said what happened with that dagger, and she specifically mentioned if he touches it again, he could explode or die or be claimed forever. I don't know. So that's presumably not great. But yeah, like I said at the beginning of the post episode discussion, this episode really, at least definitely the end of it, very much felt like, okay, the prologue is over and now the real adventure begins. Like, the real quest line, like the first act is over with, and now it's like the actual story. So I'm excited. I guess previously, like, going into this episode, the guy, Brandon Sanderson, the guy who finished the last like however many books, said that this episode was like a 10 out of 10 for him. So hopefully that means a lot of people who watch it are gonna be happy about this episode. I liked it a lot. Things are really kicking into high gear, so I'm excited. Yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this episode down below, whether you are a non-book reader or if you are a book reader who's not a butthole. Let me know what you thought of the episode. If you liked my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. Helps my videos get seen more. If you are new here, consider subscribing and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That's where I post all those full uncut reactions. On Patreon, you can also become a super supporter and get featured in every single one of my videos. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.